Okay, weather impact alert. Yep, that's for tomorrow night. As I mentioned at the top of the show, it is for a thin line of rain and maybe some thunderstorms that'll be coming through along a cold front. Yes, I said cold front. It's been a few minutes since we've had one of those. This will be dropping the temperature down, bringing an end to the kind of weird November heat we've had out there. What's the current number? 63 in the Macon area. And as we head toward tomorrow morning, looking for somewhere in the 50s. All right, so here's a look at the current numbers. And you can see 60s everywhere, starting to get more down into the low 60s in some spots, but some places still with a 66, 67 out there. So we'll say mid 50s is kind of an average. Now, showed this earlier. Why the humidity map? Well, just to show you that it's not super high or anything right now, and it wasn't really during the day today. Now, we had humidity up, Saturday as we're going into the weekend. And then that front came through, and it wasn't super muggy, but it dropped it down yesterday and today. And tomorrow it may come up some or before this system comes in, before then going down again Wednesday. I know it's a lot. But anyway, here's a look at the cloud cover that's been rolling through. The actual rainmaker itself is way on back toward the west here. But again, when you see a tornado watch and warnings like that, don't freak, because it doesn't mean that's what we're going to see here. Because you see, they're in a level 2 on the scale. Level 1, the lowest threat. Level 2, you can see right here, starting to kind of climb up the scale a little bit there, but still not that high. At level 2 is in Alabama tomorrow, and then tomorrow night as we get into the cooler nighttime hours with not as much, in the way of dynamics for thunderstorms to go, we're going to have a lower threat. Future Review shows, first of all, this is like a new model run just came in, the potential for maybe a sprinkle or two in the morning, probably the farther north you go. Okay, this has changed a little bit. This is getting to 6, 7 tomorrow evening. That's the main line, if you want to call it that. But there could be a couple of little breakout showers or a thunderstorm or two out ahead of it. And then there's a look at it around this time tomorrow night. So around 10, 11, stretching from kind of Atlanta down to Montgomery. And if this is right, then it would be about midnight-ish, 11 to 12, coming into our northwestern counties, kind of rolling through. And yeah, this one really starts to tear it apart. 2 or 3 in the morning that it's really scattering out. We'll see how well it holds together. This is just a model run. The next one could show something different, but you can see the farther south and east you go, kind of running out of steam. So what does all this mean? The possibility of rain, maybe a thunderstorm or two tomorrow. We put a weather impact on there just because we could have a couple of thunderstorms. Probably the farther north and west you go as the line is initially moving in and then kind of weakening down. I'm not sure where the October thing on Friday came from. Disregard that. But anyway, by the time we get into Thanksgiving, much cooler heading on into the weekend.